All right, what's good? You tuned into the Crates Talk podcast. We in here busting down some grub.
Yeah.
I got the Young King in the building, Rawlife Records.
What's up, world?
What's good? Tell me what we eating.
Man, this right here is heavenly. We got some, what kind of noodles you call these?
I don't know, it's pasta.
We got some pasta with some chicken with mixed vegetables, and it's vegan, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's vegan. We got a special secret recipe on the hot sauce, too. Different hot sauces. We can't tell them what it was. It's a Crate special. But this is delicious, man.
Yes, like all vegetables.
Healthy. Very healthy.
Yeah, I like to eat healthy. That's what we do, man. Health is wealth all day.
All day.
We preach that here at Crates Talk podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to everybody at Rawlife Records for making this happen. We're here with Young King, busting down his grub, talking about his new album, Bluewater Drive.
Bluewater Drive, man. He picked the worst time to talk to me.
It's like it's all good you can let me talk. It's like a 3-part album. This is something that our A&R record label president, DJ Circuit Breaker, has been wanting to do for a while.
DJ Circuit Breaker, shout out to you, man.
It's a real genius idea to take an album and break it apart into 3 parts. A lot of classic albums have 2 parts, like side A, side B.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting that we're making like a 3-part album right here. So the first part is 6 songs, and we'll talk about those. And we'll talk more about the second part.
Right.
I got a bunch of questions to ask you, but before that, I don't know if there's anything you want to say.
Before that, I just want to say shout out to everybody who's following, who's staying tuned, everybody who's supporting all our events. Y'all making us continue to be able to do this, support our families, and do what we love. So shout out to y'all. Yeah,
and that's amazing. Before we get into it, if you want to speak on an event that you hosted and presented this past weekend, if you want to speak on that real quick.
Yeah, we had the Greatness Above Fest. It was the very first, and it's going to be the first of many. We did it for Children's Cancer Awareness. We had a little girl who went through with a family in our area out the county, and we decided to put something together, including the music, something that we can bring everybody together and do. We got a bunch of dope artists come out and show love, and we got about $700 saved for CHOP to donate for all the children there to put to their funds to help beat cancer, man. So,
and for everybody non-local, CHOP stands for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. So after operating costs and everything to raise that kind of money, it's pretty incredible, man. Kudos to you and your team.
Thanks,
if you want to shout out some of the people that helped you with the event?
First shout out Renee. Renee was the first person who presented the idea to me. We fell into, when she was looking for a DJ, shout out to DJ TM215. He's great, man. He did the event for them.
He really turned it up.
Yeah, he did. And then we decided to just keep building, and we threw another event. Got a bunch of vendors that came out. It's just something the whole community came together for. I wish I could give everybody's name because it's such a big list. You know what I'm saying?
But there was a lot of donations, prizes, giveaways. Amazing.
Right.
And look, what we're going to do, we're going to warm it up before we get into Bluewater Drive from Rawlife Records. We're going to play something from the Fresh Gang here featuring the Young King.
Yeah.
We got 2 songs. We're just going to play one before this jump. So check it, man. You tuned in right here to Crates Talk podcast. Rawlife Records. Let's get it.
Look, they do not want us to ball, no. They do not want us to ball, no. All this it take is one call, all of my hitters on go. They do not want us to ball, no. They do not want us to ball, no. All of it take is one call, all of my niggas on go. Ain't shoot that shit in your myth, stop shoot that shit from the whip. Mo got the snipe on the roof, fuck is the king in the booth. Stole the flow from Lil Uzi, I got choppers in the Uzis. Bitches wanna pursue me, niggas never pursue me, no. Niggas talking but they always talking. What they talking about, boy, I been waiting. In the church saying, inshallah. Yeah, boy, yes, I been sitting. Killing tracks, so I set fire. These niggas better retire. These niggas know it's Young King. Got the crown, boy, better reach high. Call my phone, talking through the wire. Throwing shade, cause she call me sire. Coach the team, call me Urban Myers. When we buck guys, call them all fire. They don't want you to ball. They just want you to fall. Sucker niggas one call. Shooting threes on y'all. Steph Curry with the 3. AI in the paint. MJ with the fade. She Wallace in his days. Cash rules everything. So all I need is the green. And all I do is ball hard. Gang, my only team.
Streets way different now, boy. These little niggas try to run off on you and everything.
Fresh. It's all fun and games till somebody catch some hot shit. Gang. Niggas be talking and bitches they talking, that's how I go. Rappers be chasing the rainbow to get to the pot of gold. Since when do we run up on the plug? That's not how I go. The streets way different now, they forgot the code. Niggas be talking and bitches they talking, that's how I go. Rappers be chasing the rainbow to get to the pot of gold. Since when do we run up on the plug? That's not how I go. The streets way different now, they forgot the code. That's why we run it. That's why we run it. That's why we run it. That's why we run it.
All right, we back again. Crates Talk Podcast, Rawlife Records, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, all that. You can find a lot of music we worked on this year online. We also got our own media site on YouTube. Search for Rawlife Media. A lot of good things on the way. New music from the Young King. We got him in the building. We're going to talk about his album, Bluewater Drive. Exclusive Rawlife Records music. Real Philly style. We're going to ask you a bunch of questions about the album.
Yeah.
You can speak however short or long you want. The people I'm sure want to know, what was the writing process like? And maybe not just for the album, but in general, do you get the beat first and write to the beat, or do you write the lyrics first, try to find a beat? Talk to the people.
The writing process is the best process because it happens all kinds of ways. Usually, when I'm working for a project, I listen to the beat first because I want to get the feel and vibe. A lot of times I'll write something without a beat and later on fit to them. Sometimes I don't write, I'll just write half of it and then freestyle the rest.
That's interesting too. I like that technique.
Yeah, because then you can get different vibes for different parts. You know what I'm saying? You can, because you don't want to be trapped in doing one thing over and over again. You find different sounds. You might make a mistake and it might be hot. You know what I'm saying? So the writing process is that's the best part because it can come from anything.
And after that, what was the recording process like?
Up in the booth and kill it. You know what I'm saying? We was at the A&R room. We was in a crazy vibe. We had a party every time we recorded. We had a party in next room. You walk out, you walking into a party.
That's how it should be.
Walking into the booth, drop something crazy, walk back out into the party, go back into the studio, jump on the next track.
Yeah, that's the real crazy vibe. I find as a producer, I'll be locked in the studio by myself a lot.
Right.
I almost low key feel like I'm a solitary cuz ain't nobody wanna come kick it, ain't nobody wanna do nothing. But if you throw the party first,
everybody in there.
Yeah, and then people might not even know that they're at a studio. It's just, come, we're throwing a party.
A couple times I walk in, they were like, oh, what room is this?
Whatever, that could be the bathroom. They don't know. You know what I mean? They don't know you're in there recording your album. So, big shout out to Dice Raw, Legendary Roots Crew, DJ Circuit Breaker. Man, they blessed us with really good recording session environment.
Beyond blessed.
But really, Fresh Elite Gang, y'all took it to the next level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the best, out of anything I did in music, recording this project was the best thing, the most exciting thing I ever did.
That's good.
It's I brought people down from the county who never even been in the studio, you know what I'm saying? We doing samples and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Turning up, just having a good time, man. It's lit.
All right, so before we get any further, we've been talking about your album, 3-part album, A&R by DJ Circuit Breaker, called Bluewater Drive. Where did the name come from?
Oh man, it was the first instrumental you sent me, and I'm just vibing.
And that was actually Break sent that instrumental.
And it was Bluewater Drive. The hook was Bluewater Drive.
Oh yeah, there was a sample in that beat.
Yeah.
Something about water. I don't even think it said blue. It just
it said
some water in the water.
I think it said Blue Water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it said Blue Water, and I'm just vibing. But the way I'm writing it, I'm like, this gotta be the intro. And I'm like, this the intro. This gotta be the whole makeup, because it was just, and everything you sent after that fell right in place.
And that ended up being track 2.
Yeah.
Not even the intro.
And then I got an even doper intro.
Yeah. And that's what you were talking about with having studio vibes. When I had heard what you did with that beat, it was cool for me to go back and try to find, or make, in this case, other beats that fit.
Right.
And that's where the intro came from.
Right.
So, I don't know, maybe you just want to play him the intro?
Yeah, we can run that.
All right, so we're going to run the intro right now. You tune in to Crates Talk Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. You could look us up streaming on Apple Music, Rawlife Records, all sorts of good stuff on the way. Bluewater Drive, intro. Let's get it.
Yeah, look, try to tell them they ain't believe me though. They wish me well, like fuck a genie ho. I was really up late nights hoping my dreams unfold. All I live for is to have a king story told. Mama calling about the rent, yeah it's cool, I got it though. Presidential with the tent, watch me yes I count it though. Only know it's that real money, paper hard to fold. Parties in the county, soccer moms plus the normal hoes. Flights at the flights, in the clouds I'm feeling normal yo. Think it's about the bread, born to fly like a Oreo. Toronto shit, in case you niggas didn't know. Only thing from the city I'm thinking that's professional. That's a dispo so fuck it, this is unconditional. Scrubbing pots in the kitchen, 100 mil off written. Whoa, who could imagine such? Gold chains, chicks bad as fuck. Whole gang savages, favorite nights, no Gladys us. Frank White with sour Dutch, vanilla bitch, chocolate Dutch. Speaking on that conscious stuff while trying to stay monogamous. Ain't worried about such and such, trying to stay on hush and have lunch. Take a trip like once a month with my baby rolling blunts. Can't roll up as we vibe on the drive. Think I need a trip down Bluewater Drive. Bad bitch, yeah we howl all the time. Taking all these trips down Bluewater Drive. I got a lot on my mind. Think I need a trip down Bluewater Drive. Money on my mind, yeah, that's all the time. About to take a trip down Bluewater Drive. Can't.
We back, Crates Talk podcast with the Young King, Rawlife Records. He was just talking about the inspiration behind the title of Bluewater Drive and the first song or two that he recorded for the project. The next question I want to ask before we get more into the music is, where did more of the inspiration of the project come from? Maybe talk about some lyrics in specific. Maybe you want to shout out a punchline or two, something like that.
Yeah, a lot of my inspiration for this one just came from my family, because this one I really wanted to make this for the family. It's a big step for me in my career, so I said what I gotta do is make something that everybody in my family can listen to, appreciate, learn from. So it's really everything that in this album just came from my life, everything I'm going through, I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I tried to tell them they ain't believe me though. They wish me well, like F your genie ho. I was really up late nights hoping my dreams are full. All I live for is to have a king story told. You know what I'm saying? So then I tell them the story.
And that's the first bar on the album, right?
Right.
You just heard that in the intro, Bluewater Drive intro.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then from there, go first in line, my mom's. Mama calling about the rent. Yeah, but I got it though. You know what I'm saying? Still holding my own. Just go from there. It's all about me.
I think that's kind of what's missing too is reality in rap.
Right.
Storytelling that's real. Not a song about Thotty McThotty. You know what I mean? There's a lot of thought songs out there.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
But it's like, if you think about it, like if you hear a story song, chances are it's made up or it's not about the actual artist.
Right.
Everything is so hook based, so it's refreshing. That you're putting your life out there on the line in the bars.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's the only way I would feel comfortable with my music is just if it's 100% authentic. I can tell a story about anything, make anything up, but if I'm gonna put my name on it, I'd rather it be me, you know what I'm saying?
And in doing that, like putting yourself out there, like was there any stress or like?
Yeah, a little bit, cause like it's like when your family listen to your music and you say something I spoke on. I felt like my mom was more interested in like bills and you know what I'm saying. She wasn't interested in my career, so I mentioned that. Like stuff like that when she hears, she's like, oh, all right, you gonna tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? But it's part of life, you know what I'm saying? She didn't see me doing this, she didn't see a current income coming from it. But I kept working, kept grinding.
Yeah, I think we're in an interesting space in music right now where across the board there's like a lack of appreciation for creation because there's so much content.
Right.
And there's so much less money being made off of it.
Right.
that like literally even your own folks could be the biggest haters on what you're doing, and
it'll not even be intentional. It'll just be like
it's just real.
Yeah, they think that they.
It is what it is. It's a shame. I've been dealing with that pretty much my whole life, and I know a lot of people in the business, quote unquote, that have been dealing with that kind of negativity.
Yeah.
So that kind of stress. Did that hold up any of the writing or recording, or was things free flowing? Like you really wanted to get it out, like.
It really didn't. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't, because at this point I was so determined and my focus is so, on point that like anything can happen and I'm back where I need to be because I know what I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in there, I said the world won't stop because your wheels ain't spinning. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think that anything can happen vibe is in this next song we're about to play, which is the second song. I don't think there's a title yet for it. It's just Bluewater Drive, the song. This is, as you mentioned, was the first beat that A&R and label president Circuit Breaker has sent you and that you recorded to. So even though it's the second song on the album, this is the first song that kind of kicked off the whole project.
Right.
So you're tuned in to the Crates Talk podcast one more time. Young King, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Shout out to everybody at Rawlife Records.
Crown. King. Summer's over, weather cooler, I'm warming up. Keep pushing, baby, like baby strollers, no posting up. No time for talking in senses, they can't envision us as simple dreamers, the only difference, I live it, So in position, my intuition has opened up. Let's keep it simple, I see the finish, the rims is tough. My mama tripping, the cooling right off the Africas. Slide up and add it like I constructed an abacus. And trying to write my people active with the activists. Third eye peeping, all they hate, they throw it back of us. Ex-girls and old homies, they getting back to us. Glad they finally see. Sorry, but it's back to us. Trips over every sea. The world is at our feet. Show sold out indeed. I do this shit for free. Some bills still ain't paid. I do it till they free. Love is lost when money's gained. Freedom comes when power change. Balance them but change the game. Quote unquote, I've been the king. Gotta watch what you say when the world is tuning in. Ain't no clowning baboon coons or Uncle Tom's in this. This the Uptown Young King tune with county spin. Politically correct ain't the truth and that's the sin. That's the truth. Bring it back, just know that I'ma let the beat rock as I roll APAC. It's the Young King show, backwoods and strap. Couple bad ones round, cool water sunsets. Yeah. And it's the life we live. Yeah. And it's the shit we dream. Yeah. And it's the life we live. And they asking where the love at. And it's the shit we dream. Yeah. All this work you put in. Yeah. And it's the life we live.
Yeah, we back, Crates Talk podcast. We thinking ahead, almost like kind of like a mental wish list. Before that song was over, we was talking about going to Jamaica, working on some music down there.
Right.
Hip hop reggae mashup.
Islands, baby, coming to the island soon.
Yeah. So if you're tuning in and you're down in the islands anywhere, hit us up, man. Crates Talk podcast, Rawlife Records. We trying to come down, do some shows.
Right.
Party with y'all, turn up.
At the Young King on Instagram.
Yeah,
the Young King everywhere.
Yeah, man,
Stay
Young
tuned.
King. Yeah, slow that down. Why don't you spell it out too for him? Tell him all your social media.
It's really simple because it's just what it is. At the Young King, TheYoungKing. Nothing else. The Young King.
All right, that's what's up. And is there anything else you want to promote or shout out in the meantime?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna shout out the whole crew, the whole Fresh Elite gang forever, everybody in the county. Shout out my family, shout out my moms, my sisters, shout out Circuit Breaker, giving me the opportunity, Dice Raw, the whole label, Raw Life. Yeah.
So we was just talking before the last song about kind of any stress or expectations about making music that was really real and kind of about your everyday life. You said that you were kind of making the music with your family in mind. Did it ever cross you to like think about whether the music would be good enough for sale, or were you mainly just making music for self?
It was like, cause when I'm writing my music, I got my daughter in my lap, my son crawling around. So I'm like not focused on music. I'm really focused totally on life because I'm in tune. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to be a part of everything that's around me. So when it comes to me making the music for money, If someone's throwing me an instrumental, someone's put me in the studio, someone's telling me to come out to a show, if I'm getting invited, I feel as though they believe I can, profit in what I'm doing. So I never really think about the money. I just think about making the music that's most authentic and, that I can really push. Like,
And with that said, do you have things that are for sale? You have items right now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. We have Fresh Like I clothing line out. You can follow them on Instagram at Fresh Like I. And then if you want to check out Fresh Elite, the whole crew, gvng.tv. That's the website. We got everything up to tour dates. We got the wristbands for sale, the hats, the whole clothing line thing going on for us. So yeah, check us out. Videos on YouTube, all that good stuff.
All right, so if you got that kind of stuff, and that's a good lesson for artists, is have merchandise and do shows, and that'll keep the music, I guess, more coming from an authentic, pure place.
Yeah, that's the first thing I really learned when going out networking. It's like you got to leave them with something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care if you're getting like a little care package together, put a hat and a shirt in a bag, leave it there, CDs, whatever you can. Just make sure they can remember you some way when they walk around. 'Cause they're going to meet 100 people every day. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you leave something that's going to be popular.
It's kind of bigger, more lasting than the music.
Right.
Look, lessons learned, man. Jewels dropped right there from the Young King. If I had the drinking champs horn, maybe I'll just clap one time, like, yeah. All right, so real quick, storytellers vibes. We about to play this third song from the record. There's a video coming soon. There's really, it's like almost like an anti-hook. I know when Circuit Breaker first heard this song, he's like, yo, I thought that was the hook. I was like, no, that's really kind of like a pre-hook, pre-chorus kind of vibe. And it starts off, you say life is shorter than vines, and it's like, it repeats throughout the song with the beat changing in different ways. And without getting too deep into the song, because we're about to play it in the lyrics, but is there any, let's say if you could direct a movie and this song was like the theme song, what would the story be about? What is special about Philly?
This story would be about a little boy growing up in a neighborhood that's family oriented in the heart of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Learning lessons from the elders, always paying attention, block party jumping every day, summertime. You know what I'm saying? For the old heads, they might be at the Platte, they might take them back to, back to those days.
They still up there.
Listen, they definitely still up there. They definitely still up there. But yeah, man, that's that song right there, man. That sums that up. That's just the life that's coming up as a young.
So it'd be almost
young king,
like an entire story of a kid growing up, but maybe almost it'd be like one day.
Yeah,
and then there'd be flashbacks, flash forwards.
Everything that pop happens.
At the same time. Yeah, almost like Philly's version of Friday almost.
Facts. You wake up to the block party, somebody.
There we go. That could be the movie, right there. I think we just came up with the basic plot, man. Will Smith, holler at us, man.
County living, man.
Yeah, Uncle Will, holler at us, man. We need that budget. We're gonna direct a movie. So for all the 3 songs from Bluewater Drive that we played, there will be videos soon. All 3 videos are going to be put together as a short lifestyle film.
Right.
Also sponsored by Fresh Like I Clothing.
Indeed.
And if you watch these videos and you watch the short film, you'll see exactly kind of a glimpse of some of the places that you were while you were recording the album and exactly what you were wearing on days that you recorded. Literally, the camera was taken out, and there it is. So
we hopped in the studio. That one day, I remember, man, the highlight was when we jumped in. We came out AC. We was in the studio for 5 hours, maybe.
Yeah, we basically finished the album in Atlantic City. We was that was a vibe for this whole Bluewater Drive was making it an experience.
Right.
From recording in the county where you're at, coming downtown Philly, recording where the roots are recorded at, going down to Atlantic City, literally on the beach. Recording, with the water. So it's and then we've been shooting visuals around sections of Philadelphia that are really interesting and kind of go with the vibe of the music. So if anything, really look for the visuals soon coming from Bluewater Drive. Again, this is Crates Talk Podcast. We're going to play this one last song, and then maybe we'll come back and play one more. So just stay tuned.
Yeah. Life is shorter than vines. Count your blessings and on it. Grandmama sipping the wine. Block jumping is always a couple missing if you die. Feel we say that too often. I rap about it, get high. Run the crew, get some Boston King. Look, I keep my head in the clouds, super fly to the coffin. My sister say that she proud. Remember late nights is talking, I knew this day would arrive. Once the best took some losses, I kept my father Quran. Mama still prayed the crosses, I'm touring islands off writtens. I'm gifted nice, plus I live it. Tupac and Nas with the rhythm. Hip hop is back, watch me kill 'em. And now I gotta do it like that. But they asking who the best, I need my end on that. County living gang is fresh, DJ go and run it back. Roll one up and dab, cousin cop a pound of hash. And we gon' blow it all down by the half. Watch the throne, hold the crown for the times we ain't have. King. Look, life is shorter than vines. Count your blessings and own it. Grandmama sipping her wine. Block jumping is always a couple missing, few die. Feel we say that too often. I rap about it, get high. Run the crew and I'm Boston King. I'm over focused. I know they quarters that check the quota. I'm getting placed in Australia, London, and North Dakota. They like to talk heavy, but the flow is colder. I had the heart to put the realest city on my shoulders. I told my wife I'm working. I thought she think I'm lying. Baby, I love you, you tripping. That's like my favorite line. I'm making money for us. You know what's on the grind. That's the second. Hold the Dutch as I check it. Young king, forever king. Up the county, rate is up. Thank you for the ones that's waiting patient. Yeah, I'm making up for the lost time. Smoking, grinding that Jamaican touch. Chilling on the beach or the block. Know the gang with us. Look, life is shorter than vines. Count your blessings and own it. Grandmama sipping her wine. Block jumping is always a couple missing, few die. Feel we say that too often. I rap about it, get high. Run the crew and I'm Boston King. Life is shorter than vines. Count your blessings and own it. Block jumping is always. I had the heart to put the realest city on my shoulders. King.
Crates Talk Podcast. Gotta give a shout out to H88 from the Sound Gallery one time.
What up, H?
It was actually his idea for me to start doing the podcast, Crates Talk Podcast. I've been hosting a lot of shows and events over the past year, and I've been just kind of like almost like some Philly DJ Khaled thing.
You the host of the year.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe next year. Next year. Shout out to everybody at the Philly Hip Hop Awards, and it's one of those things where H was really kind of telling me, he's like, yo, you should do something, make it no longer than 20 minutes. Right. He's like, keep people in tune, talk to the artist. Even if you can't get the artist, talk yourself. So stay tuned. There's going to be a wave, the Crates Talk podcast. So we got the Young King in the building, County Diddy, Crates Talk podcast, rapid fire questions. Try to answer them as quick as you can.
All right, let's get it. I'm ready.
They're all music related, so it's not going to be anything too crazy or nothing. So anyway, if you had to pick, like, what's your favorite instrument?
I would say the drums.
The drums?
Definitely the drums.
Have you ever played?
Not seriously, but I practice. Like, I really know how to play.
All
I know
right.
how to play. Like, I can make a beat, but I'm not nice.
All right, well, we're going to work on that for the next album. Watch out, King on his Bruno Mars right here. Watch, you're going to sit down with the drums.
Fast learning.
All right, next one. Out of really maybe anything right now or old, it doesn't matter. What's one of your favorite existing hip-hop instrumentals? What's one of your favorite beats?
Favorite beats? Cannot Live, Jay-Z. Yeah, that's one of my favorites right there.
Simple, not hard drums.
Yeah, that's what I grew up on. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's like a Bluewater Drive kind of vibe.
Right, that's why it's perfect. You know.
Classic. All right, yeah, shout out to Hove, man. Everybody at Tidal. Shout out to Tidal for the support.
Shout out to Tidal for sure.
You can catch Young King, Bluewater Drive 3-part album coming soon, exclusively on Tidal.
Indeed.
Real quick, what's either past or present, again, it doesn't matter. What's one of your favorite, you just said favorite instrumentals, what's one of your favorite producers?
My favorite producer, I would have to go with Dre, because
Classic.
I came up on that also. That was like, that sound. Whenever I heard that sound, it's over. You know what I mean? That West Coast sound, man, I just tune right in.
Same time, yeah. I think Dre's probably one of my favorites of all time, too, man. Shout out everybody at Aftermath Entertainment, Apple Music. Album will be for sale on Apple Music, Bluewater Drive, 3-part album coming soon. Okay, so we just talked about producer. What about artists? What's one of your favorite artists? Past, present, or future, any genre, doesn't matter.
Favorite artist right now, I'm gonna keep it all the way true. I'm fucking with Core right now.
Yeah.
Like, he dropping some Jones that's like, it's different. it's from Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I support it heavy.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like it's authentic. You know what I mean? It's authentic.
Shout out to Corey. He recently signed a deal. He's got a lot of music coming soon, videos.
Yeah, like, he my new favorite. Like, everybody who coming out, that's my new favorite.
Yeah, and I like that you brought up somebody that's new and someone that's local. I think that respect and shout outs is like missing in the game.
Yeah, because there's a lot of competition, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of competition.
It's not competition. If one of us wins, we all win. The success of Uzi, Core, PNB, and some others here in Philly recently are opening doors for more of us.
They looking where they coming from.
And there's looks. All those names we just mentioned, plus more, have a big show coming up on December 21st. They're all doing a show together. I think that as I look around the country and you see some beef and rap beef and this and that, I think it's cool if you actually look what's going on in Philly, man. There's a lot of building and a lot of respect. So shout out to everybody you just mentioned, new artists. And we're going to keep it pushing.
Let's get it.
You have a hidden talent or a hobby outside of music? Anything maybe people don't know about?
I'm really into outer space. You know, universal type thoughts.
Tell them.
Viewings, you know what I'm saying? So I'm an outer space thought, you know what I mean? I'm thinking what's going on Mars and all that good stuff. You know?
Mars, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so last but not least, at Rawlife Records, we have all artists have a cause behind their music. You mentioned at the very, very top of the interview. So for people who are just tuning in now towards the end, you have any special causes or brands or really anything else that's positive that you want to promote, man? This would be your time right now.
Really just my brand itself, which is my group, GVNG. When we be screaming gang, it's GVNG. It's greatness above negative gain. So like everything we do that brings profit to us, half of everything we make, we donate somewhere. Like we've been doing it for a while. We don't really promote it as much because it's just something we do.
Right.
I mean, for us. But that's what we do. Greatness above negative gain. We rather be great than get money. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
let's be great.
And it's like what would you call it? Almost like community tithe, almost.
Yeah, it's like paying tithes, man. Like give back to because eventually you gonna need something. Somebody gonna need something. If we give it back,
that's real.
Everybody just keep that going in a circle. We'd be great.
Yeah, and I talked about that in my previous podcast for Crates Giving. I talked about how I put out free beats every year around Thanksgiving for rappers or singers that can't necessarily afford studio time or to buy beats or whatever.
They get expensive, man.
Exactly. So once a year, I try to give away some free Johns and just let people go in. And so many artists have gotten on them in the past 2 years.
Right.
That I'm probably going to put out a whole album featuring the best of the remixes and just like collect whatever little money comes in, collect it and most likely donate to a certain charity. My cause that I'm very interested in is music education for the youth. VH1 is famous for their Save the Music campaign.
Right, yeah, for sure.
I don't necessarily, I support what they do, but it's more about, for me, local schools here in Philadelphia, Settlement Music School, Kappa and Gamma. There's local performing arts schools that need funding. Not many kids are picking up the drums, like you said, or have access to ever even play them.
Exactly, yeah.
Or picking up a guitar. It's
that's crazy, because a lot of these schools shutting down around here, man. So we gotta do something about that.
And you know what? I see it in sports too. So it's like I'm starting to like figure out kind of like how to get involved in youth sports leagues, and I've seen local area businesses get involved in some of these youth sports leagues, and it's just amazing. You got to give back to wherever you're at. So, man, salute to you, salute to your team.
Indeed.
And that's it. We're gonna play one more song here on Bluewater Drive, featuring the amazing Minister Jamie Knight. More music coming soon.
Right.
Bluewater Drive, Young King. Let's get it, man. Yeah. We can do our own class. Let's get it, man. Podcast Wave, Crates Talk. Stay tuned.
We will reach the mountain top. Whatever you're going through, don't stop. Don't stop. We will reach the mountain top.
Much time that we have it. Can't lose the climb we established.
We will reach the mountain top.
Much time that we have it. Can't lose the climb we established.
Ride with me.
We will reach the mountain top.
I said we just tryna find a little peace, baby. Chase horizons as we vibe and be my queen, maybe. Climb these mountains in the east until we peak. How unique, every time I'm giving up. When you speak, I'm on my feet. You my motivation. nation. My heart, my soul, my patience, my freedom and my saving. Hold me, I'm broke, complacent. You said you stay regardless. This world so cold, so heartless. When it's lacking light, you bring the candlelight. Live right and work your hardest.
We will reach the mountain top. Whatever you're going through, don't stop. Don't stop. We will reach the mountain top.
Much as town don't have it. Can't lose the climb we established.
We will reach the mountain top.
Much as town don't have it. Can't lose the climb we established.
We will reach the mountain top.
Much use of time while we have it. Can't lose the climb we established. No time to the lavish. This for the kids, they don't see it, but they get it, gon' grab it. They wanted it the baddest. You would think they was the saddest, but happiness don't come with status. Never had excuses, never knew who his dad is. Never lost trust, low scores, low damage. Upgrade, get the cash, and you manage. Not concerned with the flex, who the man is. Fan me and right on the beach, probably tanning. What a blessing you are in life. Free from the stress with no mixing Sprite. You the healing up, ultimate healings. You the little spice that make it right. Morning sun breaking through the night. You the only one, press the extra light. Spirits gold with a little extra while we taking flight, reaching new heights. Little more faith, little more effort. Sound like a worldwide lesson. Pray and get more, don't hate, just keep stepping.
We will
Just keep
reach the
stepping
mountain
like
top. We will reach the mountain top. Whatever you're going through, don't stop. Don't stop. We will reach the mountain top.
Much as town don't have it. Can't lose the climb we established.
We will reach the mountain top.
Much as town don't have it. Can't lose the climb we established.
We will reach the mountain top.
It's what we live for. It's what we here for.